I'd like to start off by giving you a good overview of web design. So web design at a high level is the design of online content regardless of what that content is. In this case, it happens to be a website. And a website should really do a couple things. It should achieve your specific business goals, and it should be well organized and easy to use. So just keep in mind the user has goals as well. Okay, when it comes to your website goals, you need, of course, figure that out. Is it to inform or kind of tell about yourself or your services? Is it to sell something? Is it to connect with potential clients? It could be all of those things, but clearly define what those goals are, and then any decisions you make should be made based on those goals. The result ultimately is going to be the content for your website. So in this example, I might have Jill Simons who's interested ultimately in gaining more clients. So she might start selling herself, talking about her education, her experience, show off some of her work, and of course, give users the ability to get in touch with her. So the next step is keeping in mind the user's goals because they want it to be easy and intuitive. A simple to navigate site, which has clearly to use navigation, just everything is really buttoned up. They want it to be easy with minimal clicks to get at their next destination. So the result is going to be all of the web content in a sitemap form. So back to our example, we might have, again, the URL. People come through to the home page, and from the home page, or from any page for that matter, they can get to any other page. And there might be some other external links as well. But again, simplicity is the key here. Some additional design considerations. You do want a clear hierarchy of information. You want the title potentially at the top or at least larger than everything else. You don't want information fighting with one another, but a clear flow of information is really important. Next, you definitely want your navigation grouped logically in a really clean, sort of easy to use way. And then also, if you have any hyperlinks, you want to clearly differentiate those from the content or the text itself. The result is really going to be the web design. So here's the design. As you can see, it has a hierarchy of information. I know this is Jill's site. She's a graphic designer. I can read more about her. My navigation is nested at the top, really easy to use. And then also, I can clearly see that the content is off in the center point where we have other content up at the top as well, which happens to be our buttons. So everything flows pretty nicely. So there are also some technical considerations you need to keep in mind as well. Well, quite frankly, can everybody find the website? So the first thing you need to do is really register a URL and make sure you have a website hosting plan potentially for your website. And once the site is uploaded at this URL, you need to make sure that everyone can see this content. So do they have maybe a newer browser with the Flash player? Luckily, so many people have the Flash player, this is hardly an issue, but it's definitely of note. All right, so once they arrive at your site, you need to determine and make sure your content fits nicely on that page. So we want to go ahead and take the browser and subtract all the Chrome from it, and what we get is sort of a canvas size, or a document size, if you will, of 1,000 pixels wide by about 600 pixels high. So within those dimensions, I can go ahead and make sure my design fits nice and neat, and it'll be ready to go. To conclude, you want to keep in mind all of your business goals and your users' goals as far as what they're trying to do, and of course your technical requirements as well. Do all that and your site should be good to go.